Hello. This is episode 2 of Let's Talk About It with Tyrese. I'm your host, Tyrese. And today's episode, we're going to discuss work relationships. Now, this is something that is very much so like the topic of that shit is just like, that's a fucking no-no. Like, you ain't supposed to be fucking nobody where your paper come from. Don't get me wrong, it can definitely be like you just do not need to be messing around with someone when you're like fucking like this is your job. Like this is where your paper come from. This is your bread type shit. Like you a goofy if you want to fuck up your where the fuck you eat at. Like you never shit where you eat at, and that's basically what you're doing when you have work relationships. In certain cases, don't get me wrong, it's people who have mad jobs and been married and fell in love and had kids and it's beautiful. But baby, we all know that is not the goddamn case in certain situations, especially with my generation. So that shit off bat, don't like because you have to think about it. When you, first of all, if you are coming into a job, you do not know these people, okay? So if you starting to think, I'm finna talk to this person, you don't know who this person is, fuck, suck, lick, the story behind this bitch or nothing. So before you know it, y'all get involved with each other. And I feel like if y'all gonna get involved with each other at the workplace, like, don't get me wrong, like, don't do it. But if you have to do it, I feel like at least like do these things if you're gonna be in a work relationship. I feel like you should not do it. I feel like you're dumb if you do it. Because don't get me wrong. Now, if you fucking somebody, like fucking on, now when you fucking on, it's a little different. Cause like, we just fucking, so it's different, like I mean, even though it sounds stupid to a degree, it is stupid because even when you fucking, your feelings do get involved and shit. But it's like we ain't no lovey-dovey ass shit. I hit the line when we want to get it time. And do a little wine and then and go about my day. Like that's all the fuck it's gonna be. But when it's more of a factor where it's like a relationship is like it's public, everybody know y'all together, like they know you smashing that, like y'all, like they know, like even though like let's say how many bitches he done had in the job, how many niggas she done had in the job, all the exes know, all the sneaky links know, like everybody know y'all together. But when y'all just fucking on the low, bitch, I ain't gotta worry about anybody in my business. I ain't gotta worry about anybody questioning me. I ain't gotta worry about no drama, no rumors, no conversations, no conflict with other bitches and niggas in the job. Because a lot of times, when you're at the job and then the person decides they want to talk to you, they may have just been talking to the last bitch or the last nigga and left them alone to come talk to your goofy ass. Now, your goofy ass think you the motherfucking belle of the ball, bitch, or you got 32 teeth showing towards your ass. You happy than a motherfucker the whole time. Bitch, there's another motherfucking 30 motherfucking two, but it's not a smile, it's a frown hole, and it's that nigga and that bitch that they was just talking to 3 seconds ago before they came in your motherfucking face. Now, you trying to figure out why bitches pressed about your ass. You like, damn, I don't even know the bitch. Now he want to hustle about the nigga or the bitch. That's why it pays to not be in a relationship open with a motherfucker because everybody know your business. Now if you fucking, baby, everybody fucking. So do with that what you will. Just don't be trying to catch, carry, or impregnate shit. That's all the fuck I can say. If you gonna be fucking, I say fuck with discretion. That's all I can say. Just be very, 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 very discreet and everybody know what everybody got going on. Like there's no confusion type shit. You know what I mean? When you fucking. But if it's a relationship, like number one, don't tell everybody y'all business. Like I feel like a lot of times in work relationships, you know, people talk, amongst themselves as coworkers do and things like that. And then that's how shit get misconstrued. That's how rumors get started. That's how shit get popped off because, motherfuckers is in the tea. They in the business. So when motherfuckers is in that shit, they clocking in like a job. Like, people don't really realize, like, when you have a work relationship, when bitches clock in, sometimes they clock into your life. Like, you gotta think about hoes clocking in to wherever you at because they ain't got, this is their job, this is their 9 to 5, so they have to be here in order to afford whatever they got going on outside it. So a lot of times bitches be like, well, I'm here for the 8, let's see what the fuck we can get going for the 8. So it's like, here come y'all relationship, and it's in front of motherfuckers. They see it, okay, but that also causes scrutiny sometimes when you and the partner is not together. I feel like if you're gonna have a work relationship with a motherfucker, you and them have to have like a clear understanding on how y'all have to communicate while you're in the workspace and you're outside of the workspace. Like, y'all have to have clear markers. And some people say that's doing too much. It ain't that deep. Just come to work, tell a motherfucker to get the fuck on. Okay. Try that. Try it. Y'all got a work relationship and y'all motherfucker in your business, you tell them to get the fuck on. Okay. But when he piss your ass off and you got a motherfucking attitude and you think ain't nobody noticing that y'all motherfuckers ain't even said shit to each other all motherfucking day. Next thing, he mentioned one thing to his homeboy, you mentioned one thing to your homegirl, or even you just ask a hypothetical question or whatever. Because a lot of times work relationships, they end up being involved around everybody because they talk to each other in relationships because they're with their coworkers. So it's like everybody cool with everybody. So it's like you working with the bitch you fucking with, and it's like everybody cool with everybody, or you working with the nigga that you fucking with and everybody cool with everybody. So it's like eventually some things are going to happen to slip out because these people are your friends too because they're your coworkers. Or you could just have no friends and no coworker friends, and it's just you and the person is fucking, and you don't fuck with nobody else at the job. That's even better because that separates you from the classes. But even though still you're going to eventually fuck with people because you're at a job for a long period of time. You're going to eventually be friends with people. You're going to eventually kick it with someone. So some shit is going to pop off. That is the one thing you're going to have to guarantee in the workplace when it's in a relationship. So I feel like definitely communication. Like, y'all need to have a clear understanding of what the fuck y'all is gonna tell people about y'all relationship. If y'all even gonna mention it, like, y'all have to be like a united front with that shit. Because if y'all don't, someone gonna slip up somewhere somehow. And also, I feel like if you are in a work relationship, keep that shit between you and the person. Like, nobody else needs to know. They just don't. They just don't. Just keep it to yourself, because a lot of people are going to be in your business not for the best intentions of you or that person, because a lot of people are going to be envious of it. Because you have to think about it, when you're around people at the job and they do not have a significant other, or they're bitter or stuff like that, because you're going to be around those people. I'm not saying everyone in the world is going to be so pressed about your little funky ass relationship at the job, because don't nobody really give a fuck about what the fuck you got going on, bitch. But I'm saying, though, you can't attract attention of the wrong kind, where it's like a bitch is in your face in your business, like, oh, okay, let me see what's to them. Let me see how they moving. Let me see how he moving. Let me see how she moving. Because you got bitches out here that actually study motherfuckers just to see the type of people they is, to see if they want to try to break a relationship up or whatever the case is. Because motherfuckers like mischief. Motherfuckers like bullshit. Motherfuckers like to start shit. So just to nip all that in the bud, you need to just be very mindful if you're going to be dating a motherfucker at your job. Because you think about it. Y'all break up, that's that same dick. That's that same pussy that you was doing all them things to. Walking up and down the hall. Now, see, here's where shit gets messy. Y'all break up, and please don't let him or her be the one that cheated and then they fucking with somebody else at the job. Now, the whole motherfucking job in your business, bitch. bitch from the cleaning staff to the bitch that's running the whole district is in your business now. From the rooter to the sewer. From the rooter to the sewer. Kathleen in HR, you know. Jacob over there in finance, you know. Suzette over there and in the law department. She even fucking knows what you got going on. Nip all that in the bud, baby. Don't fucking goddamn date nobody. Don't do that one. Don't do that one because not everybody ain't gonna be business. Now, if you done fucked up and hooked up with a messy bitch, oh, they finna come tell everything. Yeah, he did this. Yeah, she did that. Yeah, woulda. Now all your shit out in the open, bitch. The whole job know what you got going on. And you got to sit back and ask yourself, was it worth it? Was he worth it? Was she worth it? Was it worth it? Now I have a hostile work environment. Because before I was decent. Before I was entertaining you, I didn't have these problems. Before all that. And I'm not saying it's going to happen, but I'm saying that is what most likely happens in work relationships when they go south. You can still meet a motherfucker, fall in love, y'all be the best of friends, and y'all stick together through thick and thin, through the rumors, through every motherfucking thing. Y'all get married, y'all have kids, good for you. But for the mother bitches, now you want to figure out what you going to do next. Because everyone, everyone in the cubicle's talking about it. You know? Everyone know you and Bobby Joe was together, now y'all not together no more. Because everyone saw y'all holding hands, going on lunch and whatever. You know? You and Bobby Joe was on dates at the local tavern and shit. You know, y'all was hanging out at the mall, going shopping and buying each other, all types of lovey-dovey shit. Now you ain't with the motherfucker no more. And now everybody at the job looking at you sideways. They want to know what happened, who happened, when did it happen, who did it happen to, and why did it happen. Now, you done fucked up because now you done slept with Bobby Joe. You don't know Bobby Joe gonna go tell Suzanne what's going on. That's your fucking problem. You see, that's what I'm saying. You done set yourself up for failure when you done set up there and decided to be with that person. At the job. Then you gotta see that shit every day. Think about it. After y'all done broke up, you already dealing with the stress of life and the stress of the job. You got deadlines to meet. You got quotas to meet. You be having all types of shit to do. And on top of that, you gotta look at this raggedy motherfucker every goddamn time you look up in your motherfucking head. You rear your head up, here go this raggedy bitch walking past. With the next raggedy bitch, or just walking past in general. Now you have to deal with that stress. Then, with work relationships, motherfuckers don't realize that it's a relationship. And in most relationships, what do people do sometimes? They double back. So now you back with the motherfucker at the job. Now, what do we learn? Not a goddamn thing. Because you're back at it again. You're back doing it. And then now you've added more stress to the job. And it's like, now you don't want to come to work. Or you're missing days. You're calling in because you're upset with the individual. Or you're upset with the situation. You're upset that everyone's in your business. You're upset that everyone knows. Baby, you shouldn't have even fucking started. You shouldn't have fucking started. When you walk through the door, you should have just went to your goddamn cubicle, opened up your laptop, and got the click-clacking. But instead, you was click-clacking, but your eyes was going around, analyzing, trying to see who and what was going on. And ain't nothing, like I say, baby, there's nothing wrong with falling in love, having relationships, wanting to date people, even if it's at your job. You just have to ask yourself, is the risk worth the reward? Because you got so much shit that you really need to really sit back and realize, like, you can really destroy your whole career over a fucking relationship. Because let's say, for instance, this is a job you want, and this is a job you can move up in the company with. But now you done sat up here and laid down with the motherfucker that can hinder that. Because who's to say they don't get a promotion over you and become your boss one day? Now what, bitch? Now you trying to do the sexual harassment claims and all these other things going on. Or you're trying to do a discrimination because you feel like you're being discriminated against because you once dated the individual and now the motherfucker not fucking with you no more. So now you feel hurt. Yeah, bitch. You're fucking someone. You decided to have a relationship with someone. You decided to lay in a bed with someone, be intimate with someone that works at the place with you. And now there's a whole host of things that can go wrong now because you have broken a barrier that should have never been broken to begin with. I don't feel like work relationships are the best things unless you are a temporary hire or you just got this job to do some shit. Then, hey, make fun of it. It's high school. But if this is a job that you consider a real job, 9 to 5, that take care of your kids, your household, your family, your bills, your car, your gas, your rent, your mortgage, all that, baby, and you then laid down with a person, you then started dating an individual, now this individual has an intimate personal connection with you that can damage you at any point. And I'm not saying every motherfucker is vengeful. You can actually end the relationship with a bitch and y'all can be amicable and that's it. You have those relationships too. You don't have vengeful relationships when you break up all the time when it's work related. It's just with work relationships, you have to consider those. You have to consider the breakup. You have to consider the makeup. You have to consider, okay, is this gonna be my husband? This gonna be my wife? Is we gonna have kids? Like, can we work together? Is he gonna one day be my boss? Is I'm gonna one day be her boss? It's all types of things that you have to ask yourself when you're dating a motherfucker at the job before you consider doing it. And a lot of motherfuckers say, I'm not doing all that shit, shorty. Hell, is the bitch fine? Fuck you mean? That bitch got an ass on her? Fuck you mean? Shorty, what? I'm not finna ask this bitch any of them questions. I'm trying to get dome. I'm trying to get what the fuck I'm trying to get from the bitch. Or the bitch trying to get dick from nigga. She trying to get dick down. She trying to get her spine read motherfucking the line. Okay, cool. That's what's up. And I hope those 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, whatever the fuck y'all do is worth whatever the hell that's gonna come down on your ass after what y'all just did. Because after y'all done fucked around, now feelings done got involved. Like I say, it's okay to fuck around, do your little 1-2, hey, your little sneaky link. But once again, feelings are always going to eventually come about if you do it for too long. And you do it too frequently. You enjoy it too much. Like, I feel like when people say, oh yeah, that's my little work wife, that's my work husband. Yeah, that's flirtation because you have some people who have work relationships that are on an emotional level only. And that's not talked about a lot. Because you will have a bitch out here thinking her nigga is cheating through and through, and he really ain't doing shit. But it's the work wife that he has at the job that he technically is emotionally cheating on her with, because he's giving her that emotion. Because see, work relationships can always be like, it doesn't have to be like a relationship where it's love, where it's affection and y'all are dating. It can honestly be too just emotion conversation where it's like your home life is so hectic that when you come to work, you see your work husband, your work wife, whatever the case is, and y'all embrace each other, y'all chit-chat, y'all talk, y'all enjoy each other's company, y'all are up under each other 24/7 to where they think the job thinks y'all are fucking. And them be the ones where they've either talked about fucking before, and they've understood that right now that's not what they're going to do, but they are going to enjoy each other's company, which is kind of fucked up and weird because it's like y'all both agreed to basically emotionally dump y'all trauma on each other, but go home and lay next to the people that you don't communicate to, which is diabolical on so many levels because you're basically sabotaging yourself to hurt yourself because you're giving all of your emotion, your love, your non-physical attributes to a person that you only see for 8 hours, but then you give your physical to a person that you be with for about 12 hours. But here's the kicker. You're trying to figure out why the fuck you have the disconnect between the bitch you're laying next to versus the bitch at the job. And that's because this bitch is only getting physical and that bitch is getting emotional. You have separated the two because the trauma at home has just become so much that you have decided that this emotional relationship between your coworker and you will sustain you to deal with the bullshit at the house. But eventually it's going to run ahead because your emotions are going to start to overtake. You're going to want to be more with the person at the job than you're going to be with the person laying next to you. The person that laying next to you is going to just get the physical and not the emotional, and they're going to know why want to know why you're distant. They're going to think you're fucking that bitch, but you're not. At least not yet. It doesn't lead to that, but eventually, unfortunately, sometimes it goes to that. And people really need to be careful when you do have your work wife, work husband, because it's okay to have that fun and that companionship, that friendship, but you have to ask yourself on what level is it going to be given, because if you're going to always be confiding in them and not really telling your real spouse at home what's going on, or if you don't even have a spouse at home, you're just confiding in them at the motherfucking job, you're eventually going to develop some type of feeling. And that's why that's like kind of you set yourself up for sabotage because you're both are not together in a way. So it's like if both of you are not together, but you're studying in this emotional relationship, you're not in a physical, there's no physical contact, there's no penetration, no sex, no nothing. Y'all ain't hunching, y'all ain't licking, y'all ain't doing shit. Y'all are just talking. Y'all are understanding one another. Y'all are processing your thoughts and your issues in life and trying to figure out how you're going to get some type of resolution to it. You're problem solving together. You're bonding, trauma bonding in a way, definitely, but you're bonding nonetheless. So you have to really sit back and be careful when you're in those type of relationships, because those relationships sometimes when transformed into the physical form is disaster for you and the work husband, work wife, whatever the case is, when it's in that relationship wise. Because work relationships are definitely the physical kind and the emotional kind, and then you can have the public kind, you can have the quiet kind, the little sneaky leak kind, and all those types of different relationships at the job vary from your outcome on what you're going to go through, what you're going to deal with, and how a motherfucker's going to treat you afterward. Because you have to always remember, when you allow a motherfucker into your space, you've basically allowed a possible threat. I never said that the person coming into your life is a threat. I said a possible threat. And people say, well, no, you can't move on that type of motion, because if you always going to view a motherfucker as a possible threat, then that means that, oh, every motherfucker is a problem. No, bitch, what I said is be cautious. Be cautious. You ever seen them signs? They say caution on the road. They not saying you can't drive on the road, bitch. They just saying the road may not be what the fuck you may think it is. So please drive a little slower. Have a little caution when you're doing that shit. Think about it first. Fall back from it first. Say, hold on. Let me see what's going on with it first. Have some caution with shit. Y'all be so quick to just jump in, run in, and have fun, fuck consequences, and then when consequences come at the door, you trying to figure out who this bitch for? Who he here for? Who she here for? For you. You. Consequences is here for you. Because you set up here and you've done these things, you've done this relationship shit, knowing damn well that this is a place that pays your bills. So you now allowed a person that could possibly fuck up your career, get you fired, get you go through a whole host of fucking shit, shorty. I mean a host of fucking shit. Like, y'all really do not understand that people out here can really be, when you in a relationship, like when that relationship goes south, that's what I'm saying. Like, you have to really be careful because you're no longer in control. It's a 50-50 thing. And when that person wants to pull away, wants to tell you fuck off, or wants to end it, or whatever the case is, or when you want to pull away, or when you're tired of the bullshit, or when you don't want to deal with it no more, or they became the person you didn't think they were going to motherfucking be. Now your ass is sitting up here up shit creek because now you've told this person it's over, or they've told you it's over. Now feelings are hurt. And like I always tell a person, a desperate individual is a dangerous motherfucker. Because, baby, when people get desperate, they get dangerous. They don't care no more. It is whatever. They don't care. It's all goes. Win, lose, or draw. They throwing everything at the wall. And that's when you get yourself caught in a whirlwind of what the fuck did I do? Because either now you got to move your job, transfer your job, or you got to do something to get away from that individual. And I'm not saying that's not all the cases, but I'm saying that's in most cases, because in a work relationship, you have to apply that to a real relationship outside of here, because it is one. It's within the fucking confines of your job, and you know, y'all are together or whatever, but y'all work together too. Because y'all met at the job, y'all dated at the job, y'all became a relationship. Here's the thing though, baby. You have to really sit back and tell yourself, once I entertain this person, once I allow them in my space, and something happens. Not saying it always gonna go left, but if it goes left, can I still come to work every day? Can I look them in their face? Can they look me in my face? All types of shit. And you got people that, I don't get no fuck. And, well, okay, baby, that's you. And that's fine. But not everybody can say that. And on top of that, I do believe, even though people say they don't give a fuck, or they don't care, or it's whatever, I don't give no fuck, it's what it is. You care. You care, but you're not going to let it be known that you care, because you have to put up that defensive wall. Like, you got to act like, oh, my heart is cold, I'm cold-hearted, I don't give a fuck, it is what it is. Bitch, your feelings was hurt on the inside. You just, because like, people don't really realize cold-hearted motherfuckers are just broken-hearted bitches that have to put up walls. That's all the fuck they are. Don't get wrong, you got crazy motherfuckers out here who are just menace to fucking society. Those people exist too. But the bulk of these bitches is just heartbroken hoes who had their heart broken at one point, and now they just, oh, I'm cold-hearted, I'm nonchalant. No, you just need someone that's going to really fucking sit up there and try to chip away at that shit. And not everyone's going to do that, and no, who's to say that you even deserve that, because of probably the heartbreak that you brought other people after your own heartbreak. But people have to really realize that when you're in a work relationship and you fucking with someone, you dating someone, and your money is involved, you need to just really, like, let that be. Like, that, like I ain't even getting into the money aspect of shit, because now you just a goofy ass bitch off that, because now you've set up to where your bread is compromised. Beforehand, your bread was fine because you was minding your business, doing your job within the work requirements. You know, you was doing your job. You had nothing else. Now you out there fraternizing with the motherfucking coworkers, and you trying to figure out why the hell, now all of a sudden you can't get this, you can't do that, or bitches talking about shit, now they got rumors going on about you. And don't get me wrong, people say, oh, I don't give no fuck about the rumors don't matter. Eventually bitches keep having conversations and stuff like that. It'll irk the next bitch. So it just depends on the type of person you is and how you really gonna move type shit. But I say all this to say all that. If you're gonna do a work relationship, like I said, keep it private, keep it to yourselves. Y'all need to have a game plan. Let it be known how you view how you view the relationship, how the relationship should be viewed, and how you gonna act while you're at the job with that individual. If y'all can both agree upon those things and have it amicably, then y'all good. Now if you fucking at the job, hey, it's fun, bitch, but when the hoe come knocking down at your door, busting down the walls, trying to figure out where the fuck you located at, hey, cause you didn't dig her down, or she didn't put the puss on you. Now you somewhere finna him her up, you somewhere she finna him your ass up. Cause now it's too good. Maybe you didn't like it. Or somebody then fell in love somewhere somehow. Somebody caught a little feeling, a little affection for a motherfucker. All I can say is proceed with caution, bitch. Cause if you proceed with caution, you're gonna always end up on the best side of things, no matter what. So thank you for listening to episode 2 of Let's Talk About It with Tyrese. In episode 3, I will most likely have one of my associates come on and discuss a topic with me as well. Because like I said, like this podcast is basically me, my personal opinion on how I view shit and my thought processes on shit, as well as others that are around me, and just basically a safe space on how humans process life. That's all this really is. It's basically a detailed study of how, bitch, you're gonna process your life, how you're navigating the journey of life. Until next time, see y'all.